Good morning students, welcome you all on this online video lecture session. Today we are going to start a second chapter of your class, linear equation in one variable. This is also a very important chapter. So now starts this chapter, linear equation in one variable. Keep your copy, notebook and pen with you so that you can write whatever I am going to deliver. That will help you to solve the questions. When you will go through the questions of the exercise, that will help you. So write whatever I am going to deliver, okay, with example. So now linear equation in one variable. The basic things about this chapter, you must know about this. The equation which you have already learned in previous class, means class 7 you have already learned about the equation. In the chapter simple equation, equation is simply represented by the sign of equality. Sign of equality, that is like 5x. If you will see the example, 5x is equal to 25. 5x is equal to 25. This equality sign represents that both sides of this equality is equal. This side, the left side is called LHS, left hand side, and the right side is called RHS, right hand side. Okay, equality represents that LHS is always equal to RHS. Equality means that equality sign represents that LHS is always equal to RHS. That sign is called equality sign. Equality. And that equality sign represents that both sides of equality means LHS and RHS are equal at any case. Okay. So equation, about the equation which you have already learned in previous class. Now what is linear equation? What does it mean? Linear equation means what? So the linear equation is an equation that has a variable, the highest power is 1. Okay, that has a variable, the highest power is 1. Like an equation, write it in your notebook, an equation that has the highest power of variable is 1. The highest power of variable is 1. Okay. So in an equation there is a variable. If the variable, the highest power of that variable is 1, that equation is called a linear equation. Let us see an example like 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. This is an example of equation. Now we will check whether it is a linear equation or not. This is an example equation because there is a sign, that is equality, left hand side, and this is right hand side. Is it a linear equation? Because through this statement, an equation that has the highest power of variable is 1. In this equation the variable is 1. In this equation the variable is 1. This is a variable, and variable is x, and the power of this variable is what? 1. Power of this variable is 1. Because if any number is written like 2, if it is written like this, it means 2 to the power 1. 100 means 100 to the power 1. Y, it means y to the power 1. Okay. Similarly here in equation 2x minus 3, it means x to the power 1. So in this equation there is a variable whose maximum power is what? Whose highest power is what? 1. That is why this equation is called linear equation. Linear equation. Okay. Another example is 6 is equal to 2z minus 3. 6 is equal to 2z minus 3. Here it is, the variable of this equation is z. and the power of this z is 1. That is why it is also called linear equation. Okay, suppose 3 by 2 x minus 7 is equal to 9. 3 by 2 x minus 7 is equal to 9. This is also an example of linear equation. Why? Because the variable contains in this equation has power, highest power 1. That is why it is also called linear equation. Okay, one more example, 2x minus 3 is equal to 1 by 2. This is also an example of linear equation. Okay, you will have to tell me that is it example of linear equation or not. X square minus 2 is equal to 9. Is it an example of linear equation? Is it a linear equation? No, this is not a linear equation, because the variable in this equation is x and the power of x is what? 2. That is why this is not a linear equation. This is not a linear equation. Okay, the highest power of the variable is 1. That is called linear equation. Okay, now linear equation in one variable. You will have to learn about the linear equation in one variable. Now this is also an example of linear equation in one variable, because any linear equation which contains only one variable, that linear equation is called linear equation in one variable. If there will be two variables in linear equation, then it will be called linear equation in two variable. Like if we will say 2x minus 3y is equal to 7. This is a linear equation because the variable contains in this equation has the highest power is 1. That is why it is a linear equation. But this is not a linear equation in one variable. This is linear equation in two variable, because it contains two variable x and y. That is why this is an example of linear equation in two variable. In the next class, in the senior class, you will have to learn about the linear equation in two variable. Okay, here you will have to learn about the linear equation in one variable. Okay, so you can, I hope you can understand what is linear equation in one variable. An equation that has the highest power of variable 1 is called linear equation, and an equation that contains only one variable is called linear equation in one variable. Okay, this is linear equation in one variable. Now you will have to learn, the next section is linear equation, how to find the solution of linear equation. How to find the solution of linear equation. Here equality plays an important role to find the linear equation, to find the solution of linear equation. Equality plays an important role because equality represents that LHS is always equal to RHS. Okay, here 2x minus 3, if you will say 2x minus 3 is equal to 7, and if we need to find the solution, we need to find the solution. Find the solution of the given equation. And the equation is 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. This is an equation. You will have to find the solution. Remember, in previous class, in class 7, you have learned about simple equation. What you did in that equation, you just transpose the constant term in one side and variable in one side. You just put variables in one side and constant term in other side. The same process you will have to do in this linear equation in one variable also. The same transposition rule. You just transpose all the constant term in same side. Here minus 3 is a constant term. You just put minus 3 in the same side, right side. We will put all the variables in left side and constant on right side. So here 2x is a variable, minus 3, when minus 3 is transposed into other side, it will change the sign, it becomes plus 3. Okay, now 2x is equal to 10. Now 2 is also a constant, So we need to transpose this 2 in other side, and when 2 is transposed to other side, it will also change the sign. Here x is equal to 10 by 2. In LHS, 2 is in the multiplication form. When it will transpose into RHS, it changes their sign. It changes its sign. It changes into division. That is why 2 is changed into division in RHS. So x is equal to 2 5 ja 10. So the value of x is 5. So we got the value of x is equal to 5. This is the solution of this equation. X is equal to 5 is the solution of this equation. 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. So in any equation, whatever you will get the value of variable, that will be the solution of that equation. How you will check, is it a right or not? You can check it, is it a right or not, by putting the value of x in equation. Here x is equal to what? 5. You got x is equal to 5, so that you will put 5 in place of x. What you will get? 5 2 is 10, 10 minus 3, that is equal to 7. So what you are observing, that LHS part is equal to RHS part. Why is it equal? Because when you will get the solution, you will get x is equal to 5, and when you will put this value of x in this equation, you will get LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, it means whatever you have found the value of variable, that is correct. If you will not get LHS is equal to RHS, it means that you got incorrect value of variable. If you will get 3, if you will get 3 here and put the value of 3 in place of x, what you will get? 2 into 3 minus 3 is equal to 7. 2 into 3 is equal to 6 minus 3 is equal to 7. 3 is equal to 7. Is it 3 is equal to 7? Is it possible 3 is equal to 7? No, it is not possible. 3 is not equal to 7. It means the value of x is equal to 3 is wrong. If you will get LHS is equal to RHS, it means that whatever you will get the value, that will correct, that is correct. Okay, so in this way you can find the solution. This is the solution of the linear equation. Let us see another example. Suppose if you need to find the value of another example, like 6 is equal to 3z minus 12. 3z minus 12. If you need to find the value, find the solution. To find the solution of equation, you need to find the value of variable. So how you will find? You just transpose the constant term in other side and variable in other side. Now when you will transpose a variable in other side and constant in another side, the sign of their term is changed. So here 3z is written in the right side of the variable, equation. You will have to put it in the left side, the sign will change. Here 3z is in plus, 3z is in positive sign. When it come in LHS, it will change it minus 3z. Now minus 12, here it is minus 6, because 6 is in positive form in LHS. When it will be transposed into RHS, the sign of 6 will change. Okay, now the next step, minus 3z, minus 12 minus 6 minus 18. Okay, minus sign cancel, you will get 3z is equal to 18. 3z is in multiplication form. When 3 is transposed into other side, the sign will change into division, because here it is in the multiplication form. When you will divide, you will get 6, means z is equal to 6. So z is equal to 6 is the solution of this equation, is the solution of this equation. Okay. On the basis of these two examples, you will have to solve all the questions. Only 7 or 8 questions are there in exercise 2.1. Solve all the questions, 7 or 8 questions, these types of questions are there, you will have to solve. Okay, 7 and 8 questions are there only. Let us see another example. If you need to find the solution of other example like 3/7 plus x is equal to 17/7. If you need to find the solution of this linear equation, this is also a linear equation in one variable. You all know that why it is called linear equation in one variable, because this is it contains only one variable and the highest power of that variable is 1. That is why it is called linear equation in one variable. So to find the solution of this linear equation, you will have to transpose the variable and constant term in either side. Here x is in positive sign, it will remain in positive sign, 17/7. This 3/7 is in the left side. Now transpose it into the right side with constant. The sign of this 3/7 has been changed. Now x is equal to 17 minus 3. You will get x is equal to 14/7, 2. So x is equal to 2. This is the solution of this given equation. This is the solution of this equation, given equation. So only one thing you will have to keep in mind, that you just transpose the constant term in right side and variable term in left side. By transposing the terms from the right to left or left to right, the sign will change. If the term is in addition, the sign will change to subtraction. If term is in division, the sign will change to multiplication. Okay. So only one thing you will have to keep in mind, that by transposition you will easily able to find the solution of linear equation. Solution of linear equation. So this is the way to find the solution of linear equation. Okay. You can also check whether the solution is correct or not by putting it into the equation. If you will get LHS and RHS are equal, then it means that the value whatever you will get is correct. Okay. Now on the basis of this concept, on the basis of this solution, we will have to solve some application based question related to linear equation. Okay. Exercise 2.2. I will solve question number 1, that is application based word problem. Try to understand this application based questions. Like question number 1 of exercise 2.2. The question is, when you subtract 1/2 from a number. Okay, word problem is very easy. Word problem of linear equations is very easy. Just try to read the questions first. Don't try to solve the questions. First try to read the question and try to understand the questions. Okay. First try to read and understand the questions. Okay. In the first question, when you subtract 1/2 from a number and multiply it by 1/2, you get 1/8. Find the number. Okay. Question is that when you subtract 1/2 from a number, any number, you can take any number. Okay. So let us take a number. Let a number be x. Let a number be x. Since it is a variable, since it is a linear equation in one variable, so that we will take it as a one variable. Let a number be x. Let a number be x. Now according to questions, try to understand the question. When question says that when 1 by 2 is subtracted from a number, I have taken a number as x. When 1 by 2 is subtracted from a number, I have subtracted, when 1 by 2 is subtracted from a number and multiply it, it will be multiplied by 1 by 2 again. According to question, when you subtract 1 by 2 from a number, means I have taken x as a number. When you will subtract 1 by 2 from this number and multiply it by 1 by 2, you will get what? 1 by 8. You will get 1 by 8. I just go through the question. Just try to read the question first. Question says that when you will subtract 1 by 2 from a number, you will have to find that number. So I have taken that number as x. Okay. According to the first line of the question, when you will subtract 1 by 2 from that number, whatever you have taken. If I will take x, I will subtract 1 by 2 from x. If I will take y, you can take y, x, z, a, b, c, any alphabet that represents a variable. So when you will subtract 1 by 2 from a number and that number is multiplied by 1 by 2, you will get 1 by 8. This is an equation. Now you can know, you all know that how to solve the question, how to solve the equation. You just first break the bracket. 1 by 2 into x, that is equal to x by 2, minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, 1 by 4, that is equal to 1 by 8. This is a linear equation in one variable. You just put all the constant in one side, x by 2, that is equal to 1 by 8 plus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4. When it will be transposed into RHS, it will be positive. So x by 2, and you will get LCM, you will get 8, 1 plus 2, that is equal to 3 by 8. So x by 2 is equal to 3 by 8. Now here you will have to cross multiply it. When you get the single term in LHS and the single term in RHS, you just need to cross multiply. When you will cross multiply it, 8 into x, 8x, 3 into 2, 6. So 8x is equal to 6, means x is equal to 6 by 8. 6 by 8. You just cut it by 2, 2 3 ja 6, 2 4 ja 8, 3 by 4. 3 by 4. So when you will solve, you will get number as 3 by 4. Okay. So according to questions, we need to take a number x. Okay. We have taken a number x. When you will subtract 1 by 2, you will get that number, and when you will multiply it, you will get 1 by 8, and now we will solve, we will get the answer. Okay. So in this way you can solve. So any word problem you can solve. Just try to read the question first. First try to read the question and then proceed for the solution. So first try to read. In the next question, I will solve a next question. The similar steps I will take for the next question also. Just first try to read the question. Any word problems can be easily solved when you will read the question properly. So try to read the questions properly. In the next question, question number 4, the sum of two number is 95. It is given that sum of two number is 95. Okay. In the next part, if one number is exceed the other by 15, one number is exceed the other by 15, then find the number. Okay, so let the number be, question number 4, let the number be x. Let one number be x. Okay, let one number be x. You can also write it as a let one number be x. Let one number be x. So what will be the other number? Other number, it is given in the question. If you will add two numbers, you will get 95, and the other part it is given that one number is exceed from the other number by 15. One number is exceed from the other number by 15, means one number is greater than 15 by other number. It means that it is given in the question, when you will add two numbers you will get 95. When one number is exceed by other number, where one number is exceed by other number, एक नंबर जो है दूसरे नंबर से 15 ज़्यादा है, 15 more than 15. Now we will get two number, x and x plus 15 according to question. When you will add these two numbers, means x plus 15, these two numbers when you will add, you will get what? 95. Now solve this. X plus 15 is equal to 95. When you will add this, 2x plus 15 is equal to 95. Transpose the constant term, 95 minus 15 plus 15 will be transposed into the RHS. It will becomes minus 15. 2x is equal to 80. 2x is equal to 80. X is equal to 80 by 2. You will get 40. X is equal to 40. X means one number is 40. So one number is equal to what? 40, and other number is equal to what? Other number is equal to x plus 15. X plus 15, that is why 40 plus 15, that is equal to 55. Is it clear? So one number is 40, another number is 40 plus 15, because in question it is given that one number is exceeds the other number by 15. That is why we have taken other number is x plus 15. Okay. So x, when you will get x is equal to 40 by solving this equation, whatever you will get, and when you will put the value of x in the other number, you will get the other number. Okay. So 40 and 55. According to question, it can be checked also. The first line of the question is given that when you will add two numbers, you will get 95. I got one number is 40, another number is 55. When you will add this, you will get 95. It means whatever I have obtained, whatever we have obtained, it is correct. Okay. So on the basis of this two examples, you can solve all the questions of exercise 2.2. All the questions are word problem, application based. Just keep one thing in your mind, that you just read the questions first. You just read the questions and try to understand the question, and according to the question you can proceed. Okay. So try to understand by reading the questions first, and don't be panic, don't be confused by seeing the long word problem. Just read the questions one by one, line by line, just read the question and try to solve. You can solve easily. Just try to read the question first. Okay. So both exercise you can solve by these theories. Thank you for watching.